to the channel. Thanks for everyone tuning in. As you guys can see in the title here, we got a compression test getting done on the Evo X today, so I just want to give you a how-to really quickly. So today we'll actually be doing an Edison's right behind me over here. We're going to be checking it out before he does the turbo kit on the car, just checking the health of the motor. So without further ado, let's get on it. All right, so jump over the tools really quick and get into this project. You will need a compression tester over here, as well as the 12mm adapter for the end there. You'll need an extension of some type. You see I have the double one here, and a spark plug remover. Also, you need some type of pliers so you can pull out the fuse over here. The fuse, as you can see into the owner's manual, we're going to be pulling number 23. This is going to be the one under the in the engine bay. So number 23 is the fuel pump, and that way we're not pumping fuel in as we do the compression test. Don't forget your 10mm to actually get out those coil packs, and let's get straight to it. All right, so to get under the fuse box here, as you can see, you're just going to go ahead and take off your fuse box. It does have the engravements, which we just looked at in the owner's manual, so we don't need to see that, but they are there if you don't have that manual. Number 23 is going to be this one right here, this 10 fuse. So we're going to go ahead and pull that out, and that way we're not pumping fuel through. Okay, so one note I do want to put on here is you do want the car to be warm, and that way the rings are expanded and you get proper compression test. So make sure the car's at least warm, if not hot. This just got here, so we're going to go ahead and get straight to it. Go ahead and take out all your 10mm on the top of these coil packs, unplug them, and pull those things straight out. And then we'll go ahead and take our plugs over here. We got our compression tester with your 12mm adapter here. We're just going to go into cylinder 1, just go down there and just screw it in nice and normal like. Then you're going to connect your adapter, and you're just going to go in the car and you're going to crank it, I want to say 5 to 7 times, and once it stops at a certain number and bounces, let's say 2 times, you'll probably be good about right there. So do that. Again, remember, make sure your engine is warm, and we'll get to the next cylinder next and next. All right, great. That's looking about, let's see here, about 42. So a 142 in the first one. Clear the pipe, and we'll go ahead and get to the next cylinder. Looking about 125 there, so in between the variants, that's pretty close, but let's go ahead and get to the next cylinder. And we're looking at about, it's about 130. About 130. No, 135. £65. All right. Oh, you're maxing 65. All right, so now I'm putting the spark plugs back in all the way across. From what I found online, this is not an official torque spec number that I have seen officially, but a ton of people said this is what it is. It's 18 foot-pounds of torque for each of these, which is pretty small, so I do believe that because you don't want to over-tighten them or have them too loose. So 18 pounds of pressure. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in by hand really quick. I'll go back with a torque wrench and nail all these to 18.
Just because I'll be out of gate, though. But then you said Anthony didn't really like them.
I think they told me the drivabilities.
Like he told you, just as a daily, it's a hard car to drive, just because the level's hard. I don't know what I'm looking at now that I can't. Like, obviously that didn't matter.
All right, so I do not have the top torque spec for the 10 millimeters that hold down the coil packs, but so I just gonna go all the way tightened, just really loose, and just give it a baby little quarter turn, and you're good to go. You do not want to snap these. I've actually broken one before, just over tightening it accidentally. So very sensitive. So again, hand tight all the way down, and then give it a little quarter baby turn. All right, so again, you put your fuse back in for the fuel pump on the top there, and then you went ahead and tightened down all your 10 millimeters right here, and you did do that torque spec on the actual spark plugs down there. So that is exactly how it gets done. All right, guys, and that's the video, man. That's how you fully do a compression test on your Evo 10. As you saw, unfortunately, the compression is a touch off in this car in cylinder 4. He was having a misfire code pop up, so we checked the oil, and it wasn't creamy. As well as taking off the oil, the radiator cap and cranking it up. And if there's air getting in there, it will kind of make it shoot out. We checked both those are not happening. Check the compression, it is off, and it's actually making a slight ticking noise. So we are pretty positive it's an exhaust valve in the back. That being said, we're going to now be building the head on this car. So the head will be getting built very, very soon. This is the one with the Sidewinder relocation video that's gonna happen on this. So that is still in the works and still going to happen, so nobody worry about that. Turbo kit install right above you right here. But everyone, thanks for tuning in. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Dude.